checking your serpentine belts. See these cracks starting to form here and a little bit there. So that's how they start out. I'm going to remove the belts and show you, and we're going to get these changed out. Okay, here I got laid out the main serpentine belt for all the accessories and the serpentine belt for the fan. Okay, now I like to use OEM parts simply because they're tried and true and typically last longer. There's good aftermarket stuff out there, but anyways, so as you can see here, starting to split, not very much. Okay, see, it's starting to split a little bit, not very much. Okay, I like to do them early. One, so you don't have a breakdown over the road, but two, you can put the used belts in the back. God forbid something happens, maybe a pulley locks up on you, maybe the new belt breaks, who knows? At least you have a spare in the back that is in good condition, good enough condition to get you back home. Okay, so one thing is check for a part number. Now, being so old, you'll see this, it'll be rubbed out a lot of times, hard to read. So just make sure that they're the same length, or when you go buy the part, go with the VIN, and the parts guy will get you the correct one. But always verify the length, because what happens is, especially on these Freightliners, there's been a lot of upgrades on the pulley tensioner. Let me show you here. This one has the newer design right here. See, this tensioner is the newer design. So the older design had like a weird shock, you know, and the belt length is different because of it. Okay, it's just a different design. So this is the upgraded one. Okay, now when you change the belt, go around, spin everything, make sure there's no left and right play. You know, all the idler pulleys here, the tensioner pulleys. Obviously, when you remove it, you test the spring, make sure it's nice and tense. Make sure everything is moving and not yawing left or right, forward, back, okay? So you always want to check that. When you turn on the truck, if there was squeaking noise, verify where it's coming from. What I like to do is I'll turn off the truck, put a little bit of WD-40 right here, or here, or here. Wherever I'm testing the actual pulley, turn it back on. If the squeaking goes away, then I know that that tensioner or idle pulley is bad. At that point, I'll replace that one. Or if the client wants all of them changed based off age, then I'll change them all. So on this Freightliner, you got the tensioner pulley. This is one kit. You got one idle pulley above the fan. And then you got another one on the driver's side behind the fan here. That's another idle pulley. So you got the AC compressor, your alternator. Let's go to the other side. So you got your water pump here, okay? This is the other idle pulley here, okay? And so you got your accessory line that goes on the inside here, closest to the engine. That drives all your accessories: water pump, alternator, air conditioning. So, and then there's the outer one that hooks up to the fan here, goes down there, and that only drives the fan. Okay, so you see this line right here? That only drives the fan. And here's your tensioner here for that one. And then your tensioner for the accessories is this one. Okay, as you can see, I have it plugged right here holding. Okay, there's two of them, one for each one. Okay, I just put the accessory belt on. So a little tip is, if you see the grooves, then the inner part of the belt goes on that. If it's nice and smooth, like that one is, the back part of the belt goes on that, okay? Take a picture before you take anything apart to help you out. Okay, as you can see, I have a crowbar there, kind of help me align it. Doing this one person is a little tricky because you got to go back and forth a couple times. Okay, and now I'm going to install the fan belt. Again, you see the grooves, that's the inner part of the belt, goes on that. If it's nice and smooth, like this one is down here, the back part of the belt goes on that. Okay. Okay, I put the new belt on. Everything looks like it's aligned correctly. So you can see here the fan and an accessory. Let's go check the other side. Okay, it's on the water pump good. Fan one is good. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is start the truck and verify a repair.